lovely human beings. It's Floretta with Sparrowhawker Designs. So I received my very last block in the Circle of Friends swap that I was doing with 6 other YouTubers. And I have to apologize because I made a video of me opening everything, and when I was trying to edit it, I accidentally deleted it. So I am so sorry, Abby. So this came from Purple Cottage Crafts here on YouTube. I will leave a link to all of the people who participated in this. And Abby lives out west here in the U.S. and she had my name for the last month, which was June. So luckily I hadn't put anything away, so so it's all still here, but I don't have the video of me opening it, and I am so sorry. Just look at this block. Look how pretty. So we were each supposed to do a block with the same dimensions and in our style, but their color choice. And so this is her block and her style, and my color choices were purple, blues, and greens. So she did something really cool. I wish I had thought of this, and that was she did this little outline stitch around the whole block. I wish I had thought of that because I was very concerned about it coming unraveled. My dog is, can you hear that? He's having a dream. Anyway, yeah. So I don't think I'm going to be able to, obviously I can't sew the blocks together or I'm going to lose this. So it's going to have to, I guess, just be tacked onto something, whatever it is I decide to do with them. Yeah, look how neat. Oh my gosh. And then this was really cool too. I didn't think about doing that on the back of mine. She's got some French knots in here and some X's on here. I hope you can see that. This gorgeous, gorgeous doily hair. Some little French knots and all of there. And look at her letters. Oh my gosh, they're just so neat. So I wonder, it looks like like maybe they're couched, but gosh, that's awful dainty. That's amazing. That stitching there is just amazing. Anyway, I love it. I think it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Abby. And she also sent these goodies. And this really kind of nifty, like she used these big pieces like that, which I just thought was so cool to kind of fold everything in. I did not think of that. I wish I would have thought of that. Anyway, oh, this fabric is so pretty. God, this is just gorgeous. And this looks like one of those Indian scarves. I have a couple of scarves like that I wear. They're the big broad scarves. Anyway, so yeah, so how neat is that she used these, she used other linens to wrap the linens in, which I thought was a really cool idea. Yeah, an old piece of quilt here. I don't know if I have everything. I don't. I took it out. I was going to say I don't think I have everything exactly as she had it packed. Because, like I said, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that. I just deleted like the entire middle. And yeah. Anyway, look how beautiful. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So Abby's been on YouTube for a long time. She's got a very big following. Most of you probably already know who she is, but go check out her channel. This is cool. And oh, look. I think this is what she used in the block. I am pretty sure. Yeah. So that is so neat. Just other people's goodies are so cool to look at because it's just because everybody has access to different things. Look at this. mean, even if you're buying all new fabrics, you probably still have access to different stores, you know. Look how pretty. Okay, so that is that. Another wonderful swap. Thank you, Susanna, for orchestrating this and inviting me along. And so that is my last block from Abby at Purple Cottage Crafts. Okay, the only other thing I wanted to share with you real quick is the book that I was, the fabric book that I'm making that I showed you how to do these pictures for. Like that's the front, and that's here's the back. So on the inside, I've got these pages here in the middle, but so I made this for the inside cover. Hope you can see that. So I made this for the inside cover, and then this is the very first page that's going to go here. So I am probably going to, all right, so this I'm going to attach to this. I'm probably going to leave an opening here for a pocket. And then over here, I made these inside pages considerably smaller than the outside covers. So I am probably, here, this is a pocket here. And I am probably going to do the same thing whenever I sew this onto this page. I'm probably going to leave another opening for a pocket. I'm also probably going to put some trim down here at the bottom. Yeah, because I don't know, I just don't quite like it that plain. But anyway, so this page, this is an old piece off of a cutter quilt, and that's one of my pictures that I did. There's just some stitching around here. It's a really, really old piece. This is like the turn of the 20th century, that piece there is. There's a stamp fabric that says Mademoiselle, and a beautiful dainty little trim here. This is a stamped piece of fabric that came from Sarah at Roxy Creations, and just a blanket stitch here. I did a blanket stitch on here too, but then I ended up covering it up, but that's okay. I don't mind doing that. For one thing, you can still see it, so I don't mind if things get covered up. And then I just did a straight stitch, borrow stitch, whatever you want to call it, around the outside edge. And I put a little piece of trim on here, and that's my pocket. Again, I kind of wanted to keep showing people that you can use a mixture of old and new fabrics, because everybody gets hung up on, you know, using nothing but vintage or using nothing but new. So this piece here is actually new, and everything on here is vintage. So that's going to go in there. This inside cover page, this was, I redid this page 3 times, to be honest. I just was never happy with it, no matter what I did with it, and finally, I think I'm finally happy with it. Hope you can see that. So this piece of fabric here is vintage, this is new, this is new, and this is new. This pink under here, that coral color under there, that's new. But this is vintage. This behind here is vintage, and this trim is really old. Same thing with this. This is new. This is old. And this is also pretty old. I love that. I think that's so pretty. I don't really know how old this one is. I can't really tell by looking, but I think it's probably at least 50 or 60 years old, this bottom one. And then I put some eyelash trim, or I don't know, hairy yarn. I call it yarn with hair. I cut a heart from an old cutter quilt here, and did some cheesecloth, did a blanket stitch around it, And then there's a blanket stitch here too, and then there's a burrow stitch, and that's most of the stitching. So yeah, so this book, I don't think I'll use any glue on this book. I think I'm going to try to completely do it all with stitches. All right, so that's going to be there. It's going to be a little pocket. I'm going to make little paper journal inserts, I think, to go inside. So that's that spread. There you go. So the next one is going to be, somehow or another, I'm going to use this photo here and this photo over here, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So, okay, I think that's all I have for you for right now. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and thank you guys just for, being so awesome. And thank you, Susanna and Abby, once more. This is so pretty. All right, guys, until next time, bye. Have a great day.